know what? I personally can understand why some people might dislike me too, with all the stuff that I said over the years.
Ooh.
When a song gets flagged, there's like
all right,
we can do, man.
we're gonna continue off at the detractor part because that's coming up.
So there you go. I don't know what else to say. I would love to play the games, but I can't promise you that I'm going to play the games because I don't know what's going to happen when it comes to copyright issues and stuff like that.
Oh, wait. We got to go back.
Think that it would be even possible to do a playthrough of those games.
You don't think it'll be possible to do a playthrough of a game like Rock Band or Guitar Hero? Keep this shit in mind. You got to keep it in mind for like 4 years from now. But yet again, like I said, I call Window on Twitter, Dragon Killer on Twitter. I'll probably post pictures of stuff he posted on here if I feel like editing. But later on, DSP said he doesn't have to answer to Machinima. He doesn't have to answer to YouTube. Right here, he's about to say he don't know if he could do a playthrough of Rock Band or Guitar Hero because of Machinima and YouTube, and he would have to talk to YouTube. Yet again, I'm talking to the wall because the wall is my friend today. But the dude that doesn't have to answer to Machinima or YouTube has to talk to YouTube and Machinima, to see if he can do a playthrough of a game he won't be able to do a playthrough of. You fucking asshole. Stop lying to us.
Ultra partnership with fucking Maker Studios, and they have contracts with all the bands, and they say I can use whatever music I want. Okay, I'm not one of those. I have a managed partnership with Machinima. I'm almost positive they're going to say I should not do playthroughs. I will. When
I thought you didn't have to answer to anyone, though, DSP.
I think it's like the fall, right? I'll check with Machinima, and I'll say, I would love to do it, but...
Way down the line from now, he says he doesn't have to answer to Machinima. But he's saying right now he would need to talk to Machinima before he does something.
Am I allowed to?
What the fuck, dude?
This is copyrighted music, and I'll see what their take is on it. And maybe if they say go for it, I'll give it a go.
Grow some balls.
I am not going to promise anyone.
Do that shit anyway. If you get copyrighted and fucking page get taken down, fucking deal with it.
With Machinima way back in late 2013, the one problem that I had with
damn, I'm about to die.
was when I played NBA 2K, it matched a fucking song in the soundtrack. And that video got muted, and I contacted Machinima and said, what gives? And they're like, when a song gets flagged, there's like nothing we can do, man. It sucks, but a lot of these games now, we're having that music and it gets flagged and we can't control it. So
at least Machinima talked to him.
There you go. I don't know what else
That's better
say.
than nothing because Machinima sucks balls.
I'm going to play the games because I don't know what's going to happen.
Machinima is fucking trash. I fucking hate Machinima. Oh no, my internet. I'm a professional. See, we can start off at the same spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. This one is from Blegs. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I think this is the track.
I'm gonna try
Yes.
to answer as level-headed and honestly as I can, and not
Yes.
be angry and not try to be a dick to anyone. All right.
Yes.
So let's tackle this one head.
Yes.
From Blegs, he says
He put it in the fucking title. He knew it was clickbait.
People might dislike you. You know what? I personally can understand why some people might dislike me too, with all the stuff that I said over the years, with all the things
Stupid
that
shit.
either misconstrued or at one point I didn't understand it, and now I've kind of grown things about Minecraft.
Almost nothing was misconstrued. Almost everything this dude said was his opinion and his beliefs at the time. He said he has said some dumb shit. Like, I feel a lot of ways about a lot of different stuff, but I'm sorry. When you do stuff like YouTube, TV shows, radio shows, you have to not say certain stuff. You don't even have to be fake to the point of pretending to feel a certain way. But just don't say some shit. You know, if I don't, for instance, say I don't like Christians, and somebody asks me about the Bible, I know this is way out of context, but if I don't like Christians and somebody asks me about the Bible, I'm not gonna fucking say, oh, I fucking hate Christians. They a piece of shit. They don't know anything. They stupid as fuck. They a bunch of dumbasses. They believe anything. I'm not gonna say that. You know, I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm gonna give the NBA player answer. Oh, next question. Or the boxer answer. Oh, next question. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that type of subject. DSP is the type of person he'll say, oh, fuck Christians. They fucking stupid. They believe everything. Oh, if you a fucking Christian, you a dumbass. That's the type of person DSP is. And the shit caught up to him over the years. Because people kind of dealt with it back in the day. Like it's funny because YouTube really did change. I don't really think it's specifically YouTube that changed. It's the generation has changed because I'm way off course, like I said again. But I used to be on YouTube a lot back in 2007, 2008, 2009. In 2008 and in 2009, I first started watching video game playthroughs. I was watching DSP stuff, and in 2009, I was watching SSOH PKC stuff. And I didn't watch much DSP stuff. I watched a lot of his Street Fighter stuff because I didn't like Street Fighter 4, but I liked watching other people play it. But this is a completely different time. This was back in the day when if a dude complained about a game and he was legitimately at fault for losing, you didn't go in a comment and say, oh, you fucking suck. You lost at the game. You a piece of shit. You just kind of ignored it. And 9 times out of 10, you would give it, this was back when YouTube had star ratings. A lot of people might not even remember that are watching this, but YouTube used to have star ratings. And you would give it 3 stars or 4 stars, and you might even give it 5 just because a lot of shit got 5 stars back in the day. And I started my first YouTube in 2006. I uploaded completely different content. I used to do music stuff, so I'm not even gonna mention that. That was a long time ago. But YouTube was completely different back then. People didn't really voice negative feedback back then. And somewhere along the times, people said, you know, if I like something and I want somebody to be a little different, I have the right to tell them to be a little different. And that kind of started for DSP around 2011, 2012. People started telling him he should edit his stuff. People started telling him he shouldn't like fail as much or like upload the stuff of him failing as much. And that's when he started turning into the person he is now. That, oh, well, you don't like my stuff, don't watch it. Fuck you, you a troll and all of that shit. And this is when the Detractors, as he calls them, started. And it's funny because he says Detractors is like, are you a fucking politician? But these are when the Detractors came up. The original like YouTube profiles that uploaded hate videos, as he call them, of him and all type of shit like that. And it's odd to think about because of course we have to bring up PewDiePie, but PewDiePie has plenty YouTube pages and plenty YouTube videos that are from detractors of PewDiePie. It's one dude that has a whole YouTube page dedicated to him with like fucking 20-something thousand subs. And PewDiePie never addresses these people. I've never even seen PewDiePie address the haters in a Tumblr post, you know. But the thing is, when you don't address the hate doesn't grow. You understand what I mean? And you probably don't. But when DSP started addressing the people that hated on him and the people that made the montages and all of that shit, it just made more people do it because he was addressing it. He would address it, people would look it up and watch it, and then people would say, yeah, you know what? Fuck this dude. He is a piece of shit. And they would jump on the same bandwagon. They would jump on the same I don't like this dude either bandwagon. And more people would hate on him, and more people would upload montages, and more people would thumb down his videos, and more people would troll him. And the thing is, because he spent so much time addressing negativity and not addressing positivity, more people dislike him than like him almost at this point. Yes, he has 170,000 subs on his YouTube, his main YouTube, and 31,000 subs on the King of Hay Vlogs YouTube. But how much of them watch his videos? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. And like a lot of people that are sub to him don't watch his stuff. A lot of them are flat out dead accounts, and other people that do they just never unsub from him. Like it's dudes with half the amount of subs as him that get more views and more subs than him. I remember Jim Sterling, one of my favorite YouTubers, by the way. One of the reasons why I even upload stuff like this to YouTube, stuff in general about gaming. That's a different subject. But Jim Sterling had 50,000 subs not even a year and a half ago. And Jim Sterling passed up DSP in subs. Or at least he passed him up or he close to passing him up. A year and a half ago, he had 50,000 subs. And yeah, you could say, oh, he was known from doing game reviews. Let's be completely fucking honest. He was doing game reviews for Giant Bomb and for, I can't think of the website, but he wasn't doing game reviews for like super huge multi-billion-dollar websites. You know, he got a lot of those subs because he earned them, and he wasn't playing mainstream AAA games like DSP tried to do. He got those subs because people liked him. That's the thing about YouTube. When DSP was popular, when DSP was popular, getting popular on YouTube meant uploading the game people wanted to see. Now being popular on YouTube is getting people to like you, and people don't like DSP. When he upload footage from a brand new game, a lot of people watch it because they want to see that brand new game. But then after they realize this is DSP talking and it's DSP commentary, they fucking leave the videos alone. And that's the thing. That's the thing that kills him as far as his YouTube is concerned. And that's the reason why he's not successful on YouTube anymore, at least in my opinion, because people don't like him. People like the games. And you can't depend on the games, at least not anymore. You know, this content ID, copyright strike era of YouTube gaming, you can't say, oh, well, Call of Duty come out tomorrow. I know that's going to get a bunch of views because it's Call of Duty. You can't depend on that. You got to say to yourself, well, people like me, so I can upload a video of me playing fucking Angry Birds or a video of me playing Flappy Bird, and it's going to get 200,000 views because people like me. And DSP could have been at that point, but he decided to be so anti-commenter and anti-viewer. Like I remember I'm way off fucking topic, but I remember his face reveal video he did years ago. He called the people that wanted to see his face fags. And this was, I think, 2008, maybe 2009. Calling people fags or saying, homophobic stuff like that was way more acceptable than it is now. Like if you used to say that shit now, you would get like fucking 20,000 dislikes and fucking CNN to interview you or some shit. But back in them days, it was less frowned upon. It was a completely different time on YouTube, like I said. I was around back in those days. It was completely different back in them days. But stuff like that, and constantly, you know what I mean? You can make fun of your viewers and call them fags for wanting to see your face. That's okay. But it's multiple videos that people haven't even found. It was a Darksiders video I found, the first Darksiders game he was playing. And he ran it for about a good real life minute about people complaining in the comments about him not editing out, him failing on the puzzles and not figuring stuff out. He fucking called them whiny bitches and all kind of shit. And I'm like, damn, this is like fucking 2009, 2010. And you talking about people like this. And all of that shit over the years made people just not like him. And like I said, the thing about YouTube is people have to like you for you. It's not as simple as, oh, it's a popular game, I'm going to get them views because it's a popular game. YouTube stopped being that a long time ago. YouTube stopped being that in 2011 probably, when everybody else got on that, I'm going to upload gameplay footage and put ads on it and make money train. When that shit started, I don't like this dude, but I want to see this game, so I'm going to watch it. That stopped. And fast forward a couple of years, we got people on like Panda Lee. People that like him don't like Panda Lee. And, fast forward a couple of years through the super hate time, the 2012, 2013. And, fast forward to now, He fucking asking for donations on Patreon, trying to keep his cowboy head above water. And he could, this is all goes back to his question. He could easily place it on the detractors, the people like me that make videos analyzing the bullshit he say, and the people that make this is how you don't play videos, and the people that post about him on Twitter, and the people that post about him in the comments of his forum, and all of that shit. He could blame it on them all he want, but it's not their fault. It's his fault. Because every popular YouTuber has detractors, and they have hundreds, maybe thousands of people that don't like them. But they rise above that shit. They don't fucking talk about it. They just rise above that shit, and they become, you know, they show themselves as being the better man. It's like if I'm at the playground, I'm a little 6-year-old, and a big bully come up to me and kick some sand on my feet. You know, if I kick sand back on his feet, I'm going to get attention for kicking sand on his feet. And he's probably going to come kick sand on my feet every fucking day, or he's going to beat my ass. And in the case of somebody like DSP, no, if the bully kicks sand on his feet, he's going to kick sand back on his feet. And he's going to deal with kicking sand on a bully feet and getting the bully to kick sand on his feet every single day. Every day, he's going to be kicking sand on the bully feet, and the bully going to be kicking sand on his feet every fucking day. And it's been like that since he started addressing the hate. And in real life, you know, it would be like, oh, well, it's a bully. It's real life. It's different. But this is YouTube. Motherfuckers don't forget about nothing on the internet. It's people to this day that still get on, you know, celebrities for doing stuff they did 20 years ago. People don't forget about shit on the internet. So if you kick sand on that bully feet on the internet, that bully is going to go on Twitter or on YouTube or on whatever and say, oh man, I kicked sand on his feet and he kicked sand back on my feet. He a piece of shit. 5 years later, motherfuckers still gonna be talking about you kicking sand on the bully feet, even though he kicked sand on you first. And DSP just standing across from all of the detractors, kicking sand, and they kicking sand back at him, and he keep kicking sand. And at this point, he could stop kicking sand, but he's still going to stand there and let them kick sand on him. And years ago, if he would have just not kicked sand on him in the first place, everything would have been different. I'm not saying he would have been like a million subs, super fucking popular, but he wouldn't have fell off as hard as he did. He wouldn't have. He wouldn't have. And another point I want to make is about a year ago, I was watching a Jim Sterling video, and Jim Sterling said, I'm not going to DSP it. And I said, damn, I remember DSP. I wonder how this dude, I literally said to myself, damn, DSP should have like a fucking million subs. SSOH PKC got way more subs than him. And I started watching him after DSP. I look at DSP, he got like 165,000 subs. I'm like, huh? Then I started watching some of his videos and I'm like, what? Then I started watching more of his videos. I'm like, oh, that's why people don't like him so much. And I mean, that's how it is, man. If he wouldn't, I'm not saying he would have been super popular, but instead of him having 170,000 subs, he might have had 200,000 subs. You know, if he would have edited his videos way back in the day when people complained about it, instead of 170,000 subs, he might have had 300,000 subs. You know, instead of him being anti-viewer and fuck you if you don't like my stuff, if he would have changed all of that shit years ago, instead of 170,000 subs, he might have 500,000 subs. To be completely honest, DSP should have more than a million subs. He should. But people don't like him, people don't like his commentary, and people don't like his personality, so he don't. And it's really just that simple. And at this point, he's stuck. He's stuck in a spot he in because he put himself in that spot. So he's stuck there now. He's not going to come from where he's at unless he makes some weird video and it gets 1 billion views overnight or some shit. And that's not going to happen because YouTube is a completely different place. Anyway, That was my analysis on
All
DSP.
kinds of stuff, people that I insulted. I can understand why people might dislike me too. Fair enough point, okay? But let's continue with the question. Can you explain the people who actually seem bent on insulting and discrediting you? There are several channels on YouTube that seem wholly dedicated just to making fun of you and or spreading lies.
True.
You've
Not spreading lies.
many times, but can you think of any actual
I'm sorry,
reason?
but the only time I've seen lies spread about him was when people said stuff like he dated Pandalene when she was 18. Before she was 18. And to be honest, I don't think DSP is that dumb. I don't think he's that dumb. I think he dated that girl when she was younger than what he says she was. But I don't think he dated her before she was 18. I really don't. I knew a lot of females that weren't 18 when I was older than 18. And I knew better when I was 20. I knew better than to talk to a girl that was under 18. And I highly doubt a dude that was almost 30 was fucking with a girl younger than 18, because that's like serious shit. Like, that's not just, oh well, it doesn't matter, people on the internet are gonna talk about it. It's like, no, I can fucking go to jail. So I highly doubt he was that fucking stupid. But besides the before she was 18, he was dating Pandalene thing, I haven't seen any YouTube pages that lied about him. Like, every YouTube page, they have footage and it's his voice or it's him talking in front of the camera like this. It's like, we can't lie. We can take stuff out of context, but we can't lie. If you say fuck John Cena, you say fuck John Cena. You can take it out of context as much as you want, but you still say fuck John Cena. If you said people that collect amiibos are stupid or they got duped by Nintendo, you still said it. It's taking it out of context if we cut out that specific part, but you still fucking said it.
Let's continue. Or imagined. All right.
This is going to be good.
I personally look inside myself.
You know what's going to be good when he does all of this.
For the amount of stuff that's been done to me, and just to give you guys some idea of
Here we go.
that have happened. I've been doxxed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I've been doxxed both in Connecticut and in Washington. I've been DDoS attacked. I've had feces mailed to me. I'm not lying. I've had feces actually mailed to me. I've had multiple,
I'm sorry, but if somebody legitimately mailed him some shit, wow, they are really, really fucking salty about some YouTube videos.
When tons of food just shows up delivered, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't order it. Someone's pranking you, and they think that it hurts me, and it doesn't. It actually hurts the company or the business or the restaurant, because they're the ones that now have food that doesn't go. I'm not obligated to buy it.
Who gives a fuck about Domino's? They make enough money.
That get hurt, not me. And that's fucked up, because you're hurting someone. Even if they're trying to hurt me, they're hurting someone else. I've had that happen. I've had people show up and out of nowhere, out of the blue, and either prank me or do stuff. And I'll be honest, there's nowhere probably on planet Earth where I could live, because I am a public personality.
Now I'm gonna be completely honest about this part. I don't know, like, of course this is all, him saying stuff. If something happened to me, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna interpret it as worse than what it really was. Like, if I'm sick, I'm gonna make it seem like I was about to die, when in reality I just had a cold. But if somebody really showed up to his house in person to prank him or to do something to him, as he said, he needs a fucking, I'm not going to say he needs a gun, because he's the type of person that'll shoot at somebody like out of nowhere ignorantly and try to plead self-defense. But it's like, damn, dude, if that shit happening for real, you need to do something. Like, if a motherfucker showed up at my house and wanted to prank me or do something to me, like he said, because of some fucking YouTube videos, I'm sorry, my dude, but you're not gonna be driving off in your car, thinking with a straight mind. One of us be going to a fucking parish prison by the end of the night, for real. But that's just me. I'm a completely different person. I wasn't raised on the hard streets of Connecticut like DSP.
Never tell anyone where I moved. Then maybe I'll be safe from these kind of elements. All right. But the bottom line is, when you have a public persona, you're going to have
persona
who just lose it. All right. And
I like that
the
game.
best equation that I can give to this, and by no means don't take this that I'm saying that I'm a movie star. Think of some of the things that have happened to movie stars. You know, you hear about the story.
We don't know where they live though,
God, what was her
unless we
name?
like
Julia
really look
Roberts,
for him.
right?
He's
Might
Julia
have
Roberts.
Aside said something to someone at one point on the red carpet, or tweeted someone, and somehow that person took it upon themselves that this is a personal relationship they have with Julia Roberts, and they have to try to talk to her all the time, and they're going to follow her every move. They're going to criticize everything she does. They're going to show up at her fucking
He's sneak dissing so much people on Twitter right now.
house. And this stuff actually happens to be. Okay? Not too often, I'll be honest, thank God. But it does happen.
It happened because he addressed the hate. If it happened to Julia Roberts, it's because that bitch addressed the hate. Don't fucking address the hate. Just like I say, he making motherfuckers pay $20 to ask him a goddamn question, but haters tweet him all the time and he fucking reply to them with mean shit and then block him and then mute him. Or he just block him and mute him up front. So if I'm a fan, why the fuck should I be paying $20 to this dude that reply to people that don't like him for free? DSP is just a fucking, I can't even come up with the right word. It's just an amazing situation. It really is. It's like one of those, it's like a train wreck that hurts no one except the person riding the fucking train. And he's riding the train. And I really want to watch that fucking train wreck. And it's going on. It's going on in slow ass motion. It's like a fucking train here and a train there. And I'm watching that shit one frame at a time. And they just hitting and bending all over the place. That's what DSP is. He's a fucking train wreck. He's been a train wreck for years. Let's continue.
That you would have to be to do the ridiculous stuff that some of these people do on YouTube in regards to me. Because the bottom line is, the only person that I would ever think of maybe doing something malicious to like that is someone who directly hurt me in my life.
So what about the time he sneak dissed PewDiePie, said his name, he sneak dissed Toby Turner, said his name, he sneak dissed Angry Joe in his chat, and then went on Twitter and act like he didn't. The times he name drops a bunch of people that don't know who the fuck he is. What about all of that? Those people didn't say nothing negative to you, and you sneak diss the fuck out of them, and you say negative stuff about them.
If you beat the shit out of my little brother, then maybe I'd have an inkling to try to get back at you. You know what I mean? But what have I done in my career on YouTube? Sure, I've made public statements that were ridiculous. Maybe the amiibos. People got pissed about the amiibos. Does that mean, because Phil says that people who buy amiibos are silly or stupid, that you should make an entire YouTube channel dedicated to just...
You literally just said something about people that like amiibos are fucking duped. They got duped by Nintendo. You called them stupid. How else am I supposed to interpret it, dude? If I call people that wear cowboy hats indoors stupid, how else would a person that wear cowboy hats indoors interpret that? Give me a fucking break, man. It's like he the type of dude, he almost like a bad politician. He would say we should go to war with those brown people. Fuck Iraq. Fuck Al Qaeda, fuck all of those motherfuckers, they ain't shit. And then he would immediately come on fucking TV the next day and said, if you interpreted it as me saying I didn't like those people, then you read me the wrong way. I didn't mean that. The whole time I was really saying we should go to war with the negative people from that area. That's what he would do. Fucking amazing.
Literally slandering him. You know what I mean? What kind of a person in their right mind would do that? And there lies your answer. No one in their right mind would do that.
He's calling people that make, YouTube pages. And yet again, the people that make YouTube, like whole YouTube pages about him, I won't lie, it's kind of, but then at the same time, these people they don't want their personal YouTube page to be about DSP. You know what I mean? I'm one of the few people that even do stuff relating to DSP on their main YouTube page. Because to be honest, I don't give a fuck. But some people don't want people to do them like DSP gets done. They don't want people to dox them. They don't want people to look them up online and find information about them. They don't want people to, leave thumbs down on all of their videos. The other day I was checking my videos. I had one new thumb down on about my last 20 videos because of some fucking lame ass dude with a YouTube account named DSP World Order or some shit. It's that fucking Sammy Samosa dude. You know what? If you're watching this, fuck you, because you're a piece of shit. And that's me addressing the hate just like your queen DSP would do. That's me being a little negative. But fuck you if you're watching this, because you're a piece of shit. And you should be supporting the dude you like, as opposed to watching people you don't like and leaving mass dislikes on them, because it's fucking stupid. Because at the end of the day, I'm saying at the end of the day again, that's fucking stupid. But at the end of the day, I don't go under DSP videos and thumbs down every fucking one of his videos, because that's childish. You go look at this video right now. I'm on my main YouTube account. Look at this video. I have no thumbs down and no thumbs up left. So you can cut that bullshit, like that's lame. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore. But I can't understand why people don't use their main YouTube pages for that, because they don't want people to dox them. They don't want people to look information up on them. They don't want people to figure out who they are in real life. To be honest, I don't give a fuck. And at the same time, I feel like if a person is, in living color, I'm a black person, haha, funny joke. If a person is if a person is in living color with you, being real with you, DSP is the realest motherfucker on the internet. I'm close to it. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to be the realest motherfucker on the internet. But if a person is being real with you and being honest with you, showing you their face, letting you listen to their voice, I feel like that's more personal than me just uploading a video with text on the screen, or than just me uploading a video showing stuff, showing clips of stuff he said. And I don't dislike any of the people that do, the opposite of what I do, upload clips of stuff he said and upload text over clips of stuff he said and all of that shit. I don't dislike any of that shit, because to be honest, I watch a lot of that stuff to keep up with what the fuck going on in DSP world, because he got so much nonsense going on. But I'm just not the type of person to do that. I'm an old school YouTuber. Like I said, I've been on YouTube since 2006. I had my original profile in 2006. I don't even remember the username of it anymore. The YouTube I'm using now is one I made in 2009. And long story short, I'm uploading bullshit like this now. Anyway, I can completely understand why people make YouTubes that seem like they're dedicated to him. And I can understand why people just say, blow caution to the wind and say, fuck it. I'm going to let my face show. I'm going to let my voice be heard. And if people want to dox me, if people want to look me up online, if people want to do childish shit, they can. That's them wasting their time. I can completely understand that. Anyway, I don't even remember my fucking original point. Let's continue, because I'm rambling.
You would realize this is your life. Wasting your time, hyper focused on one fucking person is insane.
This is your life, wasting your time, only playing video games on YouTube, only focusing on AAA releases and hoping a good game comes out and you can play it and get a bunch of views. That's fucking ridiculous.
You have your own life to worry about. You have your own things, your own family, your own jobs, your own relationships going on.
I fucking love it when people do this. When people say, oh, you're making a long video about this dude you don't like. You don't have a life. Are you fucking serious? Really? Because it takes my entire life to make a couple fucking videos. And the people that say that about people that have YouTubes dedicated to him, it doesn't take that much effort and time to run a YouTube. It takes time, but it doesn't take that much effort. Time is different than effort, but in my opinion. But I remember a dude left a comment. It was the fucking DSP World Order bullshit, and I fucking deleted it. I don't really delete comments unless it's nonsense. But the dude said, it's Sammy Samosa. I'm sorry. It is. It's no one else. But he said, he pretty much said that I didn't have a life because I made a 45-minute video about DSP. And immediately after I read it, I said, how the fuck I don't have a life? Because I took 45 minutes out of my day in the middle of a night, in the middle of the night, and recorded myself reacting to something and uploaded it. Just like this, it's like I'm watching something that's basically 3 hours long, and the shit I upload is going to be way longer than 3 hours. But does that mean I don't have a life? Really? Like, if you look at life that simply, you could say DSP doesn't have a life because all he does is play video games for the internet. You understand what I mean? Because that's the truth. That's all he does is play video games for the internet. So you can say he doesn't have a life either. Like, the road goes both ways. And this dude, his YouTube is named DSP World Order or some shit like that. I could say you don't have a life because you made a YouTube named DSP World Order. And you upload stuff in support of DSP and in anti-support or whatever you can call it of the Sons of Kojima and other people that don't support DSP. I could say you don't have a life, dude. So it goes both ways. If you say I don't have a life because I uploaded a 45-minute video out of the dozens of videos I have at this point of other shit that are not about DSP, but if you say I don't have a life because of that, I can say you don't have a life because you made a whole fucking YouTube dedicated to your support of one of the worst people on YouTube. Not one of the worst Let's Players. I might be a worse Let's Player than DSP. One of the worst people on YouTube. You made a whole YouTube in support of this dude. And all of your videos are targeted at people that don't like him. And you put all of them in the same fucking pot and say they don't have a life and say they worthless and they pieces of shit, and you shit on all of their videos and go to all of their accounts and leave one dislike under every fucking video. Just like I said a little while ago, if it's Sammy Samosa, he a piece of shit. If it's somebody else, he a piece of shit. I hate to address the hate, but that dude is a piece of shit. He's quite literally fucking stupid. And I actually sound like DSP way back in the day when he was addressing the hate. But this dude is fucking stupid. I tried to present I tried to present a real argument towards this dude. And his response was the equivalent of putting your fucking fingers in your ears and saying, la, 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 you wrong. He's one of those kind of people. If you tell him, if you tell him something, he responds, oh, you a hater. Fuck you. You a piece of shit. You fucking stupid. Like, that's not how adults talk. I'm rambling again. I apologize.
Should be your focus. Not what Miley Cyrus did at the club last night. Not
Miley Cyrus? When was she relevant?
what,
Justin Bieber?
Whoever. Fucking Kim Kardashian said.
Kim Kardashian!
Not what fucking this YouTuber did in this video. Not a snippet about me talking about Minecraft or Amiibos. Those should be, like, so insignificant to anyone, but these become, like, hyper-focuses.
So it should be insignificant. You want us to watch your videos, but your opinion should be insignificant if we use them in a negative light. Okay. Fair enough.
Lives, and that's it. Now we gotta fucking, we've absolutely just gotta go nuts. Okay? We gotta just lose our minds, down with Phil, and it just is unfortunate.
Down with Phil. Down with Phil, World Order.
Number one, I'm not famous, but I'm just famous enough.
Who says that?
I mean? I'm not famous. When you walk down the street, no one knows who the fuck I am, and I like that. I would hate my life if everywhere I went, people knew who I was and recognized me.
Yeah, I would hate my city if I walked down the street and seen this motherfucker walking down the street.
Kind of
anyway.
Crazy ass fucking mindset element of people who are just obsessed with me and have to have that kind of crazy shit.
It's funny because DSP says he would hate when people walk down the street and notice him. We got to go way back in time, but I think he was playing. Marvel 2 online. No, I think he was playing Marvel 2 like with people in person, couch co-op. And he said it was either Marvel 2 or Marvel 3, I believe. I seen this video a few days ago. And he said people was talking about him in some comment section on I think he was talking about SRK, Shuriken.com. or whatever the fuck it is. I don't use their website. But he said people was talking about him regardless. And the quote, I don't know the quote exactly, but it was the gist of the quote was, I'm so famous, people are talking about me when I'm not there. That was the gist of the quote. And this was years ago he said this. But now years later, he don't want to be famous. He's not famous. Right. People don't know who he is. He don't want to be known like that. I'm sure, DSP.
Enough in the realm of the internet. If
not really.
This stuff happened, and it wasn't direct.
My brother knows DSP as the goatee. I refer to DSP as the goatee. Like me and my brother just have a fucking laugh out of this world watching his fighting game stuff. Like he's so popular at being known as the goatee. My brother knows he has gout, and my brother knows he's the dude that says, I was holding block, I was holding back. It was nothing I could do. And damn. It's another quote. It's fun. We have tons of fun making fun of this dude at my house. Me and my brother. He knows him as the goatee. As the goatee. That's how famous he is on the internet.
Anonymity behind it, okay? No one would get away with it. Julia Roberts filed a restraining order against that crazy ass fan who was stalking her, and they have a restraining order, and they're ordered to stay away from her. They've been arrested multiple times.
He's saying that people have dissed him on the internet. If they wasn't anonymous, they wouldn't get away with it. I'm not fucking anonymous.
I'm on the internet. There's no internet restraining order. It doesn't exist. There's no
because it's fucking stupid.
Track down some dumb kid who fucking steals my videos and goes and tries to dox me and show my address on his YouTube channel.
Steals his videos. What? Steal your videos, DSP. They're uploaded to a public fucking forum. You're acting like we have to pay $5 a month to watch YouTube. Your videos are not uploaded to fucking Showtime or something. We're not stealing them. They free anyway, right? Don't you say your content is free? Whatever.
Oh, my girlfriend, what recourse do I have besides maybe trying to report the channel to YouTube and YouTube's stupid policy? Oh, is that bullying? I don't know. Show me certain criteria. Well, the whole channel.
He really, I hope he hasn't reported people at YouTube for that, for what they cover on their page, because that's ridiculous. If that's the case, every person that doesn't like DSP should immediately report him at the same time and get him taken down. If he thinks he has the power to report one person and gets their page taken down, everyone should report him and get his page taken down. What a fucking asshole.
About me and says negative shit. Do you think it's fucking bullying and it could hurt me, asshole? But YouTube doesn't care. They just, clean their hands.
Because it's free speech. They don't give a fuck about you. No, just like Machinima don't give a fuck about you. You still got a contract with them.
Right. So the bottom line is, the only kind of people that I could think of that would do that is people who think somehow in their heads that I've directly hurt them or insulted them some point.
I don't think he hurt me or insulted me. I just think he's an asshole that needs to change. And I think this needs to be exposed, like Jim Sterling would say.
Said something that you feel personally insulted to the point where you have to go crazy, like driving your time to hate on me, you need help. Because I'm not specifically addressing anyone. I've never tried to specifically hurt anyone. I have not, directly stolen from anyone. I've never went out and beat up your little brother. I never slapped your mom around. None of this stuff happened.
You see how specific this shit is? He didn't say he never directly insulted anyone, because he has. And he says he's never stole anyone's videos. But I'm sorry, but if Nintendo wants a share of everything everyone uploads related to Nintendo, and you cheesing Nintendo by being a managed partner and uploading Nintendo shit, kinda you stealing from Nintendo. Anyway, let's continue.
In the head, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I say. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter.
Not anymore. Because we already know you're a piece of shit.
I may be swatted. It doesn't matter. Because these people are so sick that for them, that's it. That's their meaning of their existence. So yeah, you're going to see shit like that. And I'll be honest with you guys. 2 days ago, actually it might have been 1 day ago, I actually got contacted by someone from a gaming website who's writing an article about the history of
Ooh, this is good.
And they said, Phil, your name
Kotaku
came up when it came to the history of Let's Plays. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about it. And I responded on Twitter. I said, I got your email. Sure. When I talked to him on the phone, he said, Phil, when I tweeted you, 15 kids, and I could tell they're kids because I checked their Twitter accounts, and it's like the most insane thought strings I've ever seen in my life, tweeted me
this
about
is all
nasty
true.
shit about you. He goes, what the fuck is that about? He said, I've never in my life tweeted someone and had people jump on me because I tweeted you about being in a news article. He's like, are these kids mentally ill? And I'm like, dude, I can't
look at the fucking screen. This is why no one should fucking work with DSP. Because this motherfucker went on screen. I'm sorry if I seem mad. This motherfucker went on screen, did this bullshit live. Yet again, does not fucking screen, does not do a fucking skeleton script of nothing. It fucking basically said this is the equivalent of me saying, oh, I work with this dude, and after I worked with this dude, a bunch of people hated on him because I worked with him. Guess what? By me saying that, I will be inviting more people to fucking hate on him. By him saying that this dude from Kotaku, obviously a lot of people don't fucking like Kotaku in the first place. By him basically saying this dude from Kotaku said, oh, a bunch of kids was on me and they had nonsense on their Twitter stream. By him saying that the Kotaku dude said that and that they was mentally ill. By DSP saying that, he drives more of these mentally ill people, these kids, as the Kotaku dude said, he drives more of these people to shit on the Kotaku dude. I think that's pronounced right, Kotaku. Well, how else could I fucking pronounce it? But by him saying that, he's driving more people to shit on him. That's just like when he did the interview with the dude, the dude with the upcoming YouTube page. I don't even know his name, his YouTube name, but he did an interview with some dude, a dude in the fighting game community. Why would somebody in the fighting game community even want to be in the same fucking video with DSP Phil, Darkside Phil? But he did a video interviewing him, and he was talking about Mortal Kombat 10. And after the video got a bunch of dislikes, DSP posted the video and was like, it's got a bunch of dislikes. Go leave it some likes. Obviously, it got more fucking dislikes. You don't say stuff like this. You don't say, hey, I worked with this dude and he got a bunch of bad feedback because I worked with him. You don't say that. You don't say, I worked with this dude and he called people mentally ill. Because the people that he called mentally ill are going to come back and get on his ass because they feel like they got fucking disrespected. Why would anyone in a right mind want to work with this dude, write an article about this dude, do an interview with this dude, even fucking be in the related YouTube channels of this dude? I get pissed off when I looked at my YouTube and see he's a related YouTube channel. That's because I did videos about him. Why would anybody want to be associated with this dude? Because if I do something with him and I get negative feedback and I tell him in private, damn, bro, I fucking tweeted you and a bunch of people came at me all sideways and shit. You go mention it on fucking video and then have the same people are going to come at me the same way or maybe worse. Why would you even talk about that dude? And he talked about it. A bunch of hate just fell on top of the Kotaku dude again. And the Kotaku dude came at DSP talking about it. And DSP had to edit in this video in the fucking thingamajiggy, the black box thingy, that he was wrong. And he only said he was wrong because it affected someone else. But you got negativity sent at that dude one time because he tweeted you, which is okay. You have no, you have no control over that. But you mention his fucking name, not directly, but you mention him and word spreads. It's the fucking internet. You mention him and more people find who this dude is and send him more hate and more bullshit that he doesn't deserve to deal with because he's just a dude trying to write an article on the internet. And he gets more shit thrown at him. Why would anybody want to work with DSP? Why would anybody want to even be associated with him? Because it just involves so much bullshit. Anyway, let's read this note. I'm sure you already read it by now, but it says the interviewer wishes everyone to know that he did not call anyone mentally ill, but DSP just related it as not related. That's not the right word, but I'm drunk. But he just said that he called him mentally ill, but he didn't. He flat out lied about what this dude said. And sent dozens, I'm sure dozens of people was in his mentions the same night he uploaded this, getting on his ass, sending him bullshit. And he didn't deserve it because he was just trying to write an article. He was just trying to be a gaming journalist. And he got that because he dealt with DSP. Ridiculous, bro. I misremembered the conversation as I did not record it like he did. Yes, you misremembered the conversation. No, you didn't. You used the term mentally ill and he didn't, because you the only type of person that will use the term mentally ill for someone that doesn't like you. Being mentally ill is a completely different thing than just feeling a certain way about somebody. If I don't like Beyonce and I post on the internet all day about how I don't like Beyonce, I'm not mentally ill. I just don't fucking like Beyonce. Being mentally ill is a completely fucking different thing. I've had to deal with that. Millions of people around the world had to deal with that shit. It's not okay to call someone mentally ill because they feel a certain way that you don't want them to feel. Stuff like this is why people think DSP is a piece of shit. And I can completely understand that, because that really fucking frustrates me when he uses terms like mentally ill. He always talk about his girlfriend. What if his fucking girlfriend walked up to him one day and said, I got diagnosed with fucking schizophrenia or some shit? Would he fucking say, oh, you mentally ill, you're banned from my life? Would he fucking say that? Probably not. And I'm talking to the wall again. Fucking ridiculous, man. Anyway, it's only fair to clear up and not put words into his mouth. So here you go. Yes, here you go. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I don't know what the problem is. Like, I don't know.
I'm sorry for sounding like an asshole, just fucking yelling into the microphone, ranting, because I'm not the type of person that do that. But this is really testing my endurance. This is gonna be like 7 fucking videos. Let's continue.
I mean, I'm just here making gameplay videos, and every once in a while I'll answer something on Ask the King that maybe pisses someone off, and that's like warrants someone to lose their fucking mind and dedicate themselves.
You just recording gameplay videos, and every once in a while you might say something and ask the king to piss someone off. So just recording gameplay videos, we got to go way back in the past for this, but just recording gameplay videos was when you was making Jews burning in an oven jokes, playing fucking Dead Space. That's just recording gameplay videos, making Jews burning in an oven joke. Like, it's 2 things you don't fuck with, and that's slavery jokes and that's Jew jokes. You made fucking Jew jokes, but that's just recording gameplay. Oh my God, this dude.
To like insult me and hurt me and slay. It just makes
the internet forgets nothing, bro. Don't do dumb shit on the internet. And if you do, own up to it when it fucking comes back.
Doesn't discern between it. They see if there's that much negativity, there's people who dedicate their lives to hating Phil. Something must be wrong.
They don't dedicate their life to it
because it's a negative kind of a thing. And that's unfortunately what happens. Luckily,
at this point, some people that don't like him or hate on him, it's a fucking hobby. Because it's almost as fun as a regular hobby. Because there's so much bullshit in this dude's life. And he make it so fucking easy to not like him. He one of the easiest people to dislike on the internet by a long shot. Oh, this is going to be a long video. It's almost over with.
This is like ridiculous. Can you tell me anything? And I did. I explained a little bit about my background and over the years what's happened and blah, blah, blah.
He didn't explain everything.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
He don't know.
I'm the kind of person who would ever waste his time on someone like a celebrity or anything.
He don't know why people would not like him. Some people don't like celebrities just because they jealous. People don't like DSP because he say some stupid shit. Just like I said, you make Jews burning in an oven joke, you don't deserve for anybody to like you. You could have been 5 years old and you would know that joke was wrong. I can understand, well, I can't understand, but making a joke with your friends in real life, you know, in person, nobody recording it, that's one thing, because, you know, the shit won't come back on you years later. But to make jokes like that and record it and upload it on the internet, come on, dude. Get out of here. The internet don't forget nothing. What's wrong with you? I'm sounding so country right now.
Tom Cruise tweeted me on Twitter and said, I think that Phil Burnell is a stinky piece of fucking dog shit. And
Tom Cruise probably will say that because he is.
Okay, maybe I would be a little angry, but I probably wouldn't spend my whole time hating on.
He would probably make a whole video about it. He would probably name a pre-stream Tom Cruise rant and then do a hate live, and then part of the hate live would say Tom Cruise, and then he would do a fucking Dark Souls video talking about Tom Cruise. You lying motherfucker. You would make about 8 videos about that shit.
Cruise. Because I just don't give a shit. And
yeah,
the
you do.
line is, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't call people out publicly.
You see, sometimes when he say stuff, he completely rolls his eyes to the left. Like he just looking at nothing. Like, I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. Come on, dude. You're not talking to the wall like me. You just fucking lying.
The 1 to 2 times I've ever mentioned people publicly in videos because
and DSP better at looking at the camera than me. I'm not good at looking at the camera. I talk to the fucking wall because I'm sitting in a weird ass room that I don't normally record stuff in. So I'm like looking at the fucking wall and pretending I'm having a conversation with it. But let's rewind. We have 4312. This is good. Because I called Wendy this on Twitter again. Shout out to Dragon Killer. I'm going to probably put screen caps of some stuff he said in this video.
Angry. But I probably wouldn't spend my whole time hating on Tom Cruise.
Look at his eyes when he talks.
And the bottom line is, I don't do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't call people out publicly in videos. And the 1 to 2 times I've ever mentioned people publicly in videos is because they attacked me first. And people were asking me for what was my take on it. What was my side of the story.
He talked about people in videos when they attacked him first. He talked about PewDiePie. PewDiePie don't even fucking... PewDiePie, he claims PewDiePie watched his videos before he became PewDiePie. But to be honest, you know, in 2015, PewDiePie probably don't even know the fuck Dark Side Feel is. He probably think he dead because it was so long ago. But he's mentioned PewDiePie. He sneaked this PewDiePie. He sneaked this Angry Joe. He sneaked this Toby Turner. Those people never mentioned him. 2 of them don't even know who the fuck he is. Angry Joe posted on Twitter one time. I'm sorry. Somewhat Upset Joe posted on Twitter one time. Something along the lines of he don't even know who DSP is. He just knows that he shits on him or something like that. He's shit on plenty of people over the years that didn't deserve it. Famous YouTubers, you know, regular people in the comments, people on the stream and his little stream comments and all of that shit. But whatever. This is his reality.
They were insulting me first, so I don't get it.
Oh, they made fun of me, so I gotta make fun of them. You a 32-year-old man.
It's pretty crazy. I really don't get it. But that's the reality of life, I guess.
He don't get it.
Public persona, you're gonna have those elements, right?
Yes.
You have to deal with them, and I deal with them on a daily basis. But I'm still here, you know. I'm still here. I'm still going
because they don't want to get a regular job.
All right. So that is it for part 1 of Ask the King for April 30th. I hope that
this was a long one
so far. If you're watching this on YouTube,
good God.